It's 8 a.m., wet, and 77 degrees in Acapulco, Mexico. You're listening to Lofi Poli Sci.
Reside monks of wisdom.
Dr. P coming at you from Lo-Fi Studios, New Orleans. How we doing out there, my people? What's going on in your world today? And yes, indeed, we getting into this Friday forecast. But as you may or may not have realized, no, we're not talking about the weather, but rather swamp ball. No, JK, oh no, JK on the SB, aka the swamp ball. This swamp ball is on Saturday, October 5th at 10 a.m. at the University of New Orleans. Ever played volleyball in the mud? You know we dirty in the city. Come out and play swamp ball with us, people. Groups or individuals can sign up. Visit the Instagram of @UNO Ambassadors for more information. That's right, University of New Orleans, my friends. Come on, get muddy. And you know, I got an auntie of mine that when I used to speak in a Cajun accent, back in the day, it was a Wednesday, but now but every time I'd speak in my own Cajun accent, she'd write back at me in a Cajun accent and say, "Me Michael John, you got that mud in between your toes, yeah?" And well, whatever, you know what I mean. But today's show, the United Nations General Assembly. Because if you didn't know, the United Nations, made up of 193 member countries, is in New York having its annual meeting where world leaders come together and bitch. A lot. Yep, and no, I'm not joking at all. That's what goes on at the UN meetings, just people bitching mostly. People are talking about what lately? People are talking about Haiti, and UN peacekeeping forces are now there, fighting gangs for control of the country. That's real talk, people. People are talking Israel, Gaza, Hamas, the West Bank, Lebanon, Hezbollah, and if the war is about to expand or not. That's real talk, people. People are talking about Russia and Ukraine, and Russia changing its nuclear policy, which is, frankly, terrifying. People are talking from all over the world, and all the world is listening. But is anyone really listening to the United Nations? Question mark? That's our topic for today on this Friday's forecast. Is the UN doing anything? And will it do anything tomorrow? Look, no joke. The UN has done, is doing, and will continue to do a lot for planet Earth. Now, in the United States, you may not see it, but most of the world is not the US. And the UN is all over the place helping lots of people. It was originally started to stop World War III, which luckily, and everyone listening, knock on some wood out there, and the UN has been doing its job. For now, at least. Outside of that, the UN's mission has changed over time, adopted new things here and there, women's rights, helping developing countries, global warming, sustainable development, lots and lots. The UN is massive and helps billions of people around the globe. But how good is the United Nations at stopping war that falls short of World War III? Question mark. Our answer, tragically, is not very good at all. Truth is, when countries don't like what the UN has to say, they don't listen. No one listens. It's only when they benefit that a country listens to the UN. Or they just use it as a platform, like what's going on right now, to ask for help from other countries directly, bilateral help, outside of the UN's context, but using the UN as a platform. Lots of countries doing this right now. And countries doing that, it's recognition that the UN cannot solve issues surrounding conflict and war. It can't. It won't. Because the UN is not an alliance of countries. It's a social club. That's it. So that's what's up today. What about tomorrow? Will this change? Will the UN become anything more than a platform for countries to speak to each other? Will the UN become anything more than a global social club for countries? The answer, in its current state of being, the UN will not become more. No. The UN will continue to be unable to solve issues surrounding conflict and war. And, for right now, that looks like to be the case for the foreseeable future. Full stop. Friday's forecast for this day. Bring your umbrellas out, people. It's cloudy with thunderstorms at the UN. Eyes open, ears to the ground. Lots going down. Love you, Lo-Fi. And this, just a snap of what's going on in the world today.
I'll bring it down, like.
Lofi Poli Sci is more than just me. It's the we that we be. Pickering, signing off.